1987 was Caesar. My sister would point out things to me and say, see, it's how you use your eyes. And when I start feeling like, no, this is what I want to do.
With each character, you change your perfume, and that becomes a perfume for that particular part, right?
Yeah.
What were you wearing for Shakuntala Devi, for instance?
For Shakuntala Devi, I wore Dior Spice Blend because I feel like she's a mixture of, she's a blend of spices. No, I can't remember. Maybe I should make a note of the perfumes I use.
You should. I recently met an actor, Vidya, and she was telling me about how she, a very accomplished actor, she was telling me about how she has a playlist for every role that she's played.
Wow.
So there's some music that gets her into that mood. And I was just telling her, if you just put that out on Spotify, that this is the playlist for every role you played, what an amazing thing it would be to listen to that playlist, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that with music?
No, not really. Not really. But I know lots of people, lots of directors actually, more than actors, who have a playlist for films. So this is very interesting as an actor. Maybe I'll try it the next time.
You know, you should try, because I think that's the last thing we're going to focus on is your relationship with music. I think it's an area that I feel is underexplored for a bunch of reasons. Because one, if I'm not mistaken, this you've said quite a few times before in your interviews about how you decided to become an actor because you watched Ek Do Teen. Madhuri performed to Ek Do Teen.
Yeah.
So it's music actually that sort of drew you into, and that is more performance in terms of dance rather than acting. Of course, there's a lot of acting in Madhuri's dances as well.
Yeah.
But what I found intriguing thereafter, and I have great respect for Chembur, and you grew up here, but my respect for Chembur grew even further, is that you were crushing on Satyajit Ray at that age.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile the two? And how do you crush on,
there used to be this magazine, the Illustrated Weekly, and I got familiar with Satyajit Ray's work through that because we used to subscribe to that, and I read about him. This was just before he was honored with the Oscar
the Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah. So, I read about him and I was fascinated about his take on relationships and just how, I read about Pothe Panchali, and then I ended up watching a few films, and I just felt like, oh my God, I want to work with this man. By then I had already wanted to, I was in class 7, I think, when I decided I wanted to be an actor.
Like you remember like exactly when you decided to be an actor, like class 7, there's like a moment?
No, not class. Actually, I was 8 years old. Sorry, so it can't be class 7. No, it was 1987 was Caesar. So I was 8 years old. So I was in class 3. Right. But I think, in class 3. But I think after that, no one took me seriously until probably class 7 when I started feeling like, no, this is what I want to do. I think I started watching films also from the perspective of performance. My sister would point out things to me and say, see, it's how you use your eyes, how you use your voice. And I remember she explaining the difference between art and commercial cinema to me in those days. And
how much older is your sister?
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Her name's Priya, and she's always been my hero. So, I would just like soak up all that she was saying. And so I think that's how I had a crush on Satyajit Ray. I wrote him a letter, but I could never post it because he passed away before that.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.